and welcome to Retro 500, where I take a look at a retro game collection today in 500 words. Give or take 10%. Let's go. Retro gaming isn't a cheap hobby, especially if you want to do it legally. Depending on the game, you can pay well over 100 quid for a cart or disc-only copy. I'm a big fan of the Mega Man X series, but the prices of the earlier entries have dissuaded me from actually buying them, and thanks to the PAL region being shafted, as per usual, I didn't have access to the Mega Man X collection on PS2 and GameCube. In 2018, Capcom released the Mega Man X Legacy Collection worldwide, finally giving fans across the globe a convenient way to legally play the first 4 Mega Man X games. However, I think I made a massive mistake in buying the Nintendo Switch version. To its credit, the collection is filled with content like production artwork, original commercials, the Day of Sigma anime,
Vile. Looks like he must have caused a ruckus again.
plus the Western and Japanese versions of each game. There's also an additional mode where you can fight 2 Mavericks at once, which is fun for maybe 5 minutes. When it comes to the presentation of the games, the collection leaves a lot to be desired, especially with the SNES entries. You have a few different scaling options, as well as the ability to add a garish and distracting border. There's a couple of filters you can apply, a smoothing shader, and a pretty poor CRT effect. I just leave them off. While I appreciate that the developers kept the 4:3 aspect ratio, the scaling doesn't use any kind of interpolation, resulting in jagged and unevenly scaled pixels that produce a shimmering effect when the image scrolls horizontally. Fortunately, Mega Man X4 doesn't have this issue as it uses square pixels. Worst of all is the performance of the SNES games, which struggle to maintain a consistent frame rate. Hitches occur every few seconds, and there seems to be a varying amount of lag, both of which can throw off your timing in a game series that already requires tight inputs. There was a decent amount of slowdown on original hardware when things got busy. However, these stutters are completely independent of what's happening in-game. It seems like a minor complaint, but combined with the crap scaling, it makes me consistently aware that I'm playing on an emulator, rather than immersing myself in a classic game series. Strangely, X4, which ran on the more powerful PlayStation, works smoothly and without hiccups. As of February 2025, almost 7 years after the collection was released, there have been no patches to improve performance. Apparently the Xbox and PlayStation releases run better, but why should I go out and buy those versions? The Switch Online service is proof enough that the system is more than capable of smoothly running SNES software. Never mind the fact that the first 2 X games ran perfectly fine on the Wii Virtual Console. The Legacy Collection isn't completely horrible. I still played through the first X entry and enjoyed myself, but I think that says more about the quality of the original game, rather than the emulation. Maybe Capcom will get it right in whatever collection they release next, but until then, I'm gonna be a maverick and play these games on my Mister. Hey, thanks so much for watching this episode of Retro 500. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider doing us a like, maybe even a subscribe, and you can touch my bell should you wish. If there's anything that you feel that I missed, let me know down in the comments. But until next time, take care and goodbye.